AOC is upset. AOC is very angry, guys. You guys, AOC is just upset because she's upset that the Teamsters did not support Kamala Harris, but yet she goes on to say, but the Teamsters in her district supported Kamala Harris. So by proxy, the Teamsters nationwide to support Kamala Harris, which I've covered on an earlier segment on yesterday's show. The Teamsters have decided not to support either Trump or Kamala. So let's see this breakdown, because the president of that organization decided to go on to, of all sources, CNN, give it up for that bastion of media integrity, to say how AOC is attacking him for refusing to endorse any presidential candidate. So go ahead. Let's find out what's going on. Let's find out what is going on.
She should maybe get into her district where it voted far Republican, far right Republican, and maybe find out what the problem is. When I have a problem in a work site and there is criticism, I get right in there and find out what.
What do you mean voted
is.
far right Republican? She's
in our polling,
she's a Democrat.
In our polling,
oh, you mean among Teamsters?
In our polling, New York, her district, voted overwhelmingly Republican to support former President Trump. So she may want to focus on her job instead of mine. She should maybe.
Oh, dude. Now, of course, you know, she's trying to bring up, again, this is what AOC decided to bring up. The New York 14 Teamsters mentioned here have actually voted overwhelmingly to endorse Harris-Walz, just as Teamsters in Michigan, Nevada, and Pennsylvania have too. It's a big thing to be wrong about. So let's set the record straight. Teamsters Local 202 are all in for Harris. Strong symbol sign with blue heart emoji. And of course, this is their whole line saying that they're all for, you know, Kamala and Timmy Boy. But again, AOC, the real thing that happened, and I played halfway through this original segment here, but this is the same guy talking about how overwhelmingly nationwide the Teamsters were all in for Trump, but yet the leadership chose not to endorse it. Now, I broke down this video, but this is a little bit the rest of it. So I thought I'd just play the other half for all of you wonderful, beautiful people. And it's not cooperating. How dare it not cooperate on me? Let's go ahead and refresh it. I am so sorry, folks. Let me go ahead and refresh this for all you lovely, beautiful people. So that way we have it set and ready for you guys to check out. Let's reshare again and have it here set and ready.
So it's no secret, I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk.
Okay, I do remember. But let me then step back and get your thoughts on that relationship, because Elon Musk apparently might have a great sway in a potential Trump administration. And even when it comes to looking at the government books and looking at how the government spends its money, did that weigh in?
Yeah, I mean, look, we can't look to see ghosts. I've got 1.3 million of the strongest people in the world, and that's our rank and file members. And, you know, although there may be a difference of opinions or there may be criticisms, if we have to go to fight with corporate America and the Elon Musk of the world, I like my chances.
Okay, so let me just get a sense of where you go from here. Because your colleagues at other unions, by and large, have been going hook, line, and sinker for Kamala Harris. And I know your members, when polled on this, and I know these can be erratic polls, they're not scientific polls, I know how they go, liked Joe Biden a lot more than Kamala Harris. Is that true?
Joe Biden, I think they polled consistently in our polls. I can't speak for anything else. But, you know, they polled about 25% to 30% popularity with our members consistently.
So I'm sorry, compared to President Trump, though, he scored higher, did he not?
He scored higher, he did, yes.
Okay.
And so this is kind of the big back and forth. Again, most of the membership did vote in favor of Trump. Now, I made it very clear, both candidates are not going to do anything to help out workers or unions or anything of that nature. I mean, both parties are designed to continue to work for their donors who own the country, okay? Workers don't play a role. But, again, the problem is is that the Democrats have just lost one of their biggest voting base, union workers. Union workers are saying they're all in for Trump. That should tell you something.
Kamala Harris does not.
No, she does not.
So they're not psyched about her. They're more psyched about Donald Trump.
I don't think they're psyched about both candidates. You know, there's issues that are specific to what our members want and need. And, you know, this polling wasn't just a vote. There were issues and questions posed within this polling that our members asked. So, you know, I think this process, and I guess, you know, I'll get back to, you know, people are sick of it. People are sick of the name calling. People are sick of tearing each other apart because they support one candidate versus the other. And I think it's just, you know, people are fed up and they want it over with. I want it over with, to be honest with you. We do great work. We negotiate the strongest contracts. We're organizing thousands of members each month. That's what our focus needs to be on.
All right. AFL-CIO, United Auto Workers Union, they're strong Democrats. They're going for Kamala Harris. Service workers, maybe because of Donald Trump, and you know, the original proponent of getting rid of the tax on tips seems to lean his way. Is this an opportunity missed? Do you think you made a statement by not making a statement one way or the other for either candidate?
It's not an opportunity missed as far as we're concerned. It's an opportunity to obviously highlight that there's a problem politically with union members. And look, I polled my members. I released the data. I don't interfere in any other unions or their policies or procedures, but I can only speak for the Teamsters Union. We're going to be transparent, and you know, I can't speak if there's going to be criticisms from my peers in the labor movement. So be it. Our mission still stays the same. We're going to be transparent and inclusive of the rank and file members.
All right. You didn't get a chance to speak to Democrats at their convention. You did to Republicans at their convention. Does any of that stick in your craw a little bit? That you know, you guys, I went the extra mile and you turned me down.
You know, my feelings don't get hurt easily, and they weren't hurt because I didn't get invited to the DNC. I went to the RNC with one agenda, and that was to highlight how important the American worker and the Teamster.
And they gave you a chance to speak. You here's the thing. You and the uncommitted voting bloc actually have something in common. The Democrats didn't want to hear a single damn thing you were saying.
Is to this country. It wasn't an endorsement of either party. And if I had the opportunity to speak at the DNC, the message would have been the same. Look, it's about fighting corporate America, fighting corporate greed, and holding politicians accountable. At the end of the day, you know, I've been told recently by Democrats and Republicans everything they do for us, and I appreciate it. But just like anything else, that's their job. That's what we elect them to do. And that's what they should be focused on. They shouldn't be telling us what they've done for us in the past. They should be focused on what they're going to do for us in the future.
All right. I'm reflecting on that one telephone poll. I don't mean to belabor it, Sean, but you're going to have a lot of angry members, I would assume. How are you dealing with it?
We're going to have some angry members, there's no doubt. But we're going to have some happy members as well. Remember, our union is different. We're 50-50 right down the middle. So either way, we're going to take criticism. And, you know, this is a small portion of what our job is as union leaders in the Teamsters Union. Don't forget, we've got to organize.
That's the poll right there. 58% for Trump, 31% for Harris. Now, I'm pretty sure he probably got a phone call, maybe someone from the establishment saying, all right, listen, don't endorse anybody. Just say you're going to be neutral. Ignore the people. We do it all the time.
Members, we've got to negotiate the strongest contracts. What we have done, we've set industry standards. So, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to continue to fulfill the mission that we've been doing for 2.5 years under our leadership.
So very quickly on this, I think you have to go back, you know, to around 1996 when your union didn't commit to someone. Is this a rarity then? Will you, 4 years from now, be less inclined to repeat a no support statement?
Well, 1996, obviously, that was a result of NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement.
Which, of course, was endorsed and supported by the Democrats, or the Democratic establishment, to be more precise. I don't think Democratic voters saw what was going on. And listen, somewhere out there in the ether, somewhere out there in the warp, Ross Perot, you were right, man. People made fun of you when you made that vacuum cleaner noise. But boy, oh boy, did you hit the nail on the head for that one. Where did all those jobs go? They went bye-bye.
So that that was a great reason.
Right.
Now we took
Bill
a
Clinton
position,
was president, right?
but this should be an eye opener for 2028. If people want the support of the most powerful union in North America, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, start doing some things to support our members.
Sean O'Brien, a real pleasure. Thank you very much. The Teamsters General President speaking his mind. We'll see the fallout from this because it is coming in fast and crazy as I was talking to Sean, but I can't repeat some of these things. It's a family show. A little more.
Now, hey. Harlan's Media is a family show. There you go. So what can we take away from this? Well, first of all, the Democrats are still reeling from the fact that a union organization has just systematically denied them a key win. And the thing is, you have AOC now out there throwing a temper tantrum. See, that seems to be a trend for her this entire month, throwing a temper tantrum at Greens, throwing a temper tantrum at corporate media. It seems to be the only thing she's good at, except for actually being a leader. Was that being mean? Yes. But the reality is that the great coalition the Democrats built is splintering away. And I'm ever hopeful for one day the Democratic Party, and yes, including the Republican Party, are things of the past, because the two-party system doesn't care about workers, doesn't care about anybody. It only cares about the bottom line. But the bigger story is the leadership of that Teamsters union did not, in any case or form, listen to its people. And I'm going to give the final word to good friend of the show, Natalie Williams. If unions don't demand anything for an endorsement, then why endorse anyway? Keep politics out of labor.